made it out to the farm. This is one of those projects that I've been talking about for years. I'm so excited to be able to do it. This piece of property is a spot that you guys have seen before if you watch my videos. I've shot a couple deer out of here. Last year, I had a great video out of here. I basically predicted exactly what a buck was gonna do and then shot him down there. It was a nice 8-point. But so all this area has grown up over the years. You can see it from the old videos, what it used to look like, and it's just hasn't been cut over the course of the last few years. So I rented this here Billy Goat Bush Hog. I rented it from Brentwood Rentals over in Brentwood, Tennessee, and it was pretty inexpensive. And this is a tough area to get a tractor to. There's a lot of hills. It's a little dicey, and with how grown up it is, it's kind of tough to see where you're going. So it'd be sketchy unless you knew the land really well, which I don't. So today we're gonna give it our best shot. It's pretty simple. Let me show you how it works. So this here is a Billy Goat Brush Hog. It's just a push behind gas, and it looks like it's been absolutely destroyed over the years, which I like to see. It means anything I do to it will kind of be hidden. So it has an electric start on it. You got forward right here. You just click this to go forward, press this in to go reverse, and then this is like the PTO, which starts the blade. It moves pretty slow, but I already started to do some cutting around here, made pretty quick work of that. Chopped some stuff up along the woods just to test it out right there. And I'm not gonna push it to go crazy. There's a big old stump right there. And I brought a little hand chainsaw to take care of those things. So this is what everything looks like. You can kind of see it. I mean, it doesn't do it justice. It looks like it's in the phase of where a woods is becoming a woods. The trees have to grow up and shade everything out, but that hasn't happened yet. So here's that deer stand that I shot the deer out of last year. He walked out right there, and this year I don't think I would have seen him or been able to see him. I guess maybe I could, but you can kind of get a feeling for what it looks like when you're down in it. This is my view. This is eye level right here. So as you can see, everything is above it. So what I hope to do is I'm gonna cut out a path. Just saw a white tail go that way. I'm gonna cut out a path around it and try to carve a spot for my area. I'm gonna leave all these big trees, all this good nature. This will obviously all grow back, so I'm not that worried about it. But if it starts taking crazy long, I might just do some shooting paths and see where we go from here. But I'm very curious to see how it takes care of all this stuff. I'm rocking my dry shod gussets with the tape on it for ticks, and then just hopefully tall enough so if any snakes want to mess around, they'll bite into that. I got to use this little hand saw that I got in order to cut this little wannabe tree. Make quick work of that. Yes, sir. All right, well, we're having a lot of issues with this. A little frustrating, to be honest. All right, well, yesterday was a complete bust. I ended up having to bring that other unit back because it just didn't work at all. They had 2 units there, neither of them worked. I don't know why they rented it to me, but regardless, I got my money back. Went over to Lowe's and picked this thing up last night, and it runs completely different. Same unit, Billy Goat Bush Hog. Immediately you can tell it's different and actually works. Tried it a little bit around here, so hopefully we'll be able to go in and knock this out. Let's do it. So this was the amount I got cleaned up yesterday. Just this small little area, which I usually use my push mower for, so I was a little disappointed. gobbles that stuff up. I got a long way to go, but take it 1 minute at a time. All right, so I just got this opening cleared. This is a pretty good spot for deer to come in and cruise around, and I'm not gonna be clearing out the whole thing as if I had a tractor bush hog. I'm more making paths and channels and little openings where I can get shots in. It's just a lot of work for that little bush hog, and walking around in it, it's pretty tough, so I'm getting eaten up, but that's looking pretty good. Maybe even put a little food plot in there, I don't know. So this is the view from my deer stand. You can see how I cleared out this area in front of me. And then that was the part that I was just working on over there. Sure doesn't look like much work from here, but I cleared about, I don't know, a 50-foot path over there, wide, and then all the way to the woods. So should be pretty sweet. There's some cedar trees in there. Let's see if it will focus. And deer constantly come out of there. That's actually where I shot my buck last year. He cruised around the woods and then came out right here. So that's where I'm assuming they'll come from this year. And then I created a path over to here. And since it's so thick in here, I think I'm just gonna create paths like I was talking about, like little alleys, little channels. Maybe one that goes right in front here. I don't know, it's just so thick right there. It's just, you're gonna need a skid steer with one of those front end attachments to get through that, because you're not gonna wanna drive a tractor through that unless you have a cab or something, but still. Yep, that's a lot for me to do right now. All right, well, I just went absolutely ham on this place. You can see the deer stand, or you can't see it. It's all the way up on the hill right there. I came down here with a path. Made one little path over to those woods because there's always deer in there. And then I cleared out this whole area right here. And it's time for lunch. I'm bleeding all over. I'm getting scratched up. I'm hungry, thirsty. So that's some good progress. Come to Leapers Fork Market with me. It's pretty good. All right, we went to the Leapers Fork Market. I went with the cheeseburger, and I randomly got a Propel. I've never had a Propel before. Well, I have, but not for years, so I don't know why I got it, but cheeseburger's pretty good. The guy ahead of me bought one, and then while I was checking out, he came back and was complaining that it was cold as ice, and him and the clerk at the front got into it for a second. It was pretty funny. So that was interesting, and now I'm just gonna scarf this down and head back to the farm. But if you've never been to the Leapers Fork Market, it's pretty sweet. Leapers Fork, Tennessee is a pretty famous place, but you get some good old people around here. All right, so the last thing we need to do at the farm, we have this opening here, we have that opening there. It's probably a couple thousand square feet of clearing amongst all this brush. And the last thing I wanna do is connect them. So have a path go that way. Just have a little more visibility, maybe a little path right here. I know we have a lot of big trees in there that I don't wanna get rid of. I just don't think I'll be able to clear it all out the way I wanted to. It's just so much work. I mean, y'all saw you're clearing 3-foot path at a time. That's a lot. I got my tunes. I'm ready to crush it. It's been fun out here. Let's finish it up. All right, so from the stand, we got 2 lanes over there leading to a plot. This lane loops around back right there. There's a little plot back there, and then it comes right here into this big area. Wilderness, all the wilderness. There's 2 trails in the back. We bring them in because they love the trail of least resistance. And we might seed this area, might seed that area. But other than that, everything's looking good. Good today, just a quick video. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.